Welcome to Popcorn Planet. I'm Andy Signor, and in this episode, I'm going full Fox Mulder. I want to believe, and after reading this article, I do believe. Sorry, Dana, you're going to have to come with us on this one because I think this is true. But let's see what you think. Let's break this down. This is breaking news coming in from the Jerusalem Post. Now, look, I know sometimes I clickbait you and I'm tricking you or I'm sarcastic. No. I'm dead serious. I totally, really, 100% believe this article, all right? So I'm not tricking you. Former Israeli space security chief says aliens exist, humanity not ready. This Galactic Federation has supposedly been in contact with Israel and the U.S. for years, but are keeping themselves secret to prevent hysteria until humanity is ready. I mean, before we break down the beef in this article, I mean, this makes total sense. Of course they would know and not want to tell us. But now, like, people are getting older, stuff's happening, Trump's been president, Space Force is happening, people are starting to be on their deathbed going, I don't want to hold this secret anymore. Dude, 2020 is about to end with a bang! Mark my words. Andy Damas. Here we go. All right, let's break this down. Let's see what this article is really trying to say. Has the state of Israel made contact with aliens? According to retired Israel general and current professor Haim Ashed, the answer is yes. But this has been kept a secret because humanity isn't ready. Speaking in an interview, Ashed, who served as the head of Israel's space security program for nearly 30 years, and is a 3-time recipient of the Israel Security Award, explained that Israel and U.S. have both been dealing with aliens for years. And by this, this by no means refers to immigrants, clarifying the existence of a Galactic Federation. That sounds so cool. The 87-year-old former space security chief gave further descriptions about exactly what sort of agreements have been made between the aliens and the U.S., which ostensibly has been made because they wish to research and understand the fabric of the universe. This cooperation includes a secret underground base on Mars, where there are American and alien representatives. Oh my God, please be true. Please be true. No wonder we're not going to Mars. Yeah, I said it. Yeah, I believe this. If true, this would coincide with President Donald Trump's creation of the Space Force as the 5th branch of the U.S. Armed Forces, though it is unclear how long this sort of relationship, if any, has been going on between the U.S. and its reported extraterrestrial allies. Whew, man, this is epic. All right, so hold on. All right, so here we go. Let me make sure I read this correctly. But I should insist that Trump is aware of them and that he was on the verge of disclosing their existence. Now, before I even continue, you believe that one, don't you? Why did he make Space Force? I mean, come on. I mean, the most believable thing in this article is that Trump was given, like, the Book of Secrets. National Treasure Stein was like, oh, they are real. Okay, you know what? Let's tell the world. I'm sick of this. Let's tell them. He totally would do that. But why didn't he do that? Well, he was aware of them. He was on the verge of disclosing. However, the Galactic Federation reportedly stopped him from doing so, saying they wished to prevent mass hysteria since they felt humanity needed to evolve and reach a stage where we will understand what space and spaceships are. What? As for why he's chosen to reveal this information now, Ashed explained that the timing was simply due to how much the academic landscape has changed and how respected he is in academia. If I had come up with what I was saying today, 5 years ago, I would have been hospitalized, he said. Facts. He added that today, they're already talking differently. I have nothing to lose. I've received my degrees and awards. I'm respected in universities abroad, where the trend is also changing. Ashed provided more information in his newest book, The Universe Beyond the Horizon, Conversations with Professor Haim Ashed, along with other details such as how aliens have prevented nuclear apocalypses. Whoa! And when we can jump in and visit the Men in Black. The book is available now. While it is unclear if any evidence, now it sucks he's selling a book. But hey, got to make money somehow, especially if people don't believe you. While it's unclear if any evidence exists that could support Esch's claims, they did come across, they did just come ahead of a recent announcement by Space IL, the group behind Israel's failed attempt to land a spacecraft on the moon, uploaded to social media with the text, ready to get excited again. The announcement contained a 15-second video of the moon with text saying back to the moon, followed by the date of December 9th, 2020. It's likely that as a follow-up to the Bereshit spacecraft, which crashed after engineers lost contact with it just minutes before it was due to land. However, the follow-up project titled Bereshit 2 is expected to take 3 years to be ready. Sadly, we may never know the truth. The news wasn't able to reach out to the supposed Galactic Federation for comment. Ha, ha, ha. Look, a lot of you think I'm kidding still. You think I'm making all this up. You're going to say, Andy, what are you talking about? You're crazy. No, you are crazy. If you think we're the only intelligent life in this universe, you, sir or ma'am, or whatever you identify as, you are the crazy one. It's too big. Infinite. The possibilities are too infinite that there's other life form. Now, what are the odds of another life form being smart enough to have the technology to travel all the way to us? I agree. That seems unlikely. However, like this thing says, our brains can't even fully comprehend the infiniteness of space and the possibilities and what that all means. It is just boom. It's beyond comprehension. You got to think about it. Like it's like I think of the movie Arrival. It might be on different time planes, like a Slaughterhouse-5 style. My point is, sometimes it's smarter than us. Why isn't that possible? Of course it's possible. Now, obviously, there's no proof here. This isn't proof. It's one man's thing. He's saying it's all true. Why would he lie? Why is he just going crazy in his old age? Maybe he could be. I got to play all sides, right? Maybe he could be. But come on. I totally believe this. The secret moon base on Mars? I mean, that's a little far-fetched. I get it. But why else haven't we been to Mars? I mean, we have all this technology. We landed on the moon and then notice we sort of slowed everything down. I don't think we slowed it down. I think it's been happening behind the scenes. Moon base was probably built by the aliens. Like, hey, we'll make a little hub on the moon base, on the Mars base. Just get one of your crafts to go over there. Oh, by the way, here's that secret technology you need. Just get over there. Shh. We'll quietly make you part of the Galactic Federation, but you can't tell anybody. Otherwise, we'll remove you from the Galactic Federation. I mean, it's all possible. This is totally possible. Yeah, sometimes I'm crazy on this and I go, oh, your guys are nuts. Come on. No. This one, I'm on board for this one. So this all also just a relevant topic because I'm gonna be following up the story. But there's a movie out right now, which I have yet to see. To be fully fair, I have yet to see it. But it's called, wait, where'd it go? I had it here. Hold on. It's called The Phenomenon. It's and I only learned about it because Joe Rogan had the filmmaker on, along with Jacques Vallée, who's like a big UFOologist, computer scientist, astronomer, famous French scientist, etc. But they were both on together talking about this film, The Phenomenon, which I just haven't had a chance to watch it, so I apologize. I usually am a little bit more organized. I really want to watch this though because it's gotten good reviews. It's sort of called like the most credible UFO documentary there is. It's only available to rent, I think, on Amazon for now. But I'm going to try and watch this and bring you more because there's a whole story I want to really get into. If you want a spoiler and just get to it before me, they talk about this Zimbabwe alien invasion, which sounds fascinating. And here's a quick click. Joe sort of mentions like...
it's so compelling because the children are all clearly... They're not actors. So as they're adults later, they're all talking about this moment. And it's like they had a religious experience together.
So they talk about the scene where the school of children in Zimbabwe all encountered they talked through the mind telepathically these beings and got right up at them and talked to them. And the aliens came to the students at the school and they sort of let it go, ignored it. And then years later, they met they somehow tracked down some of these adults and they all sort of shared the stories and everything together, who hadn't really sort of connected the dots since. And it was, very compelling footage. I'm told by multiple sources that it's the best part of that documentary, breaking down that scene of just sort of what happened. Just sort of confirming, like, of course aliens have been on this planet. Like, of course they have. Of course we would know about it, Independence Day style. Of course. In fact, while he was on, the filmmaker of this, what's his name? James Fox, who made this film, tells some fantastic stories on that Joe Rogan episode, Spotify, etc. But he talks, he shares this sort of story.
In the last 48 hours, the public has learned of two stunning incidents captured on film.
So he's talking about in the last 48 hours, he got this information from, what was the guy's name? Chris Mellon, who is, he also was revealed to be the person who gave the UFO footage to the New York Times. Back in 2017, this article went on the front page of the New York Times and sort of finally legitimized sort of UFOs as, guys, it could be real. Government actually has been covering stuff up. They found this sort of Defense Department, they budgeted $22 million for the Advanced Aerospace Threat Identification Program that they've been hiding for years. And so Pentagon wanted to hide it. So this sort of came out as the first sort of real advancement of like, oh no, it's real. Along with Harry Reid, who made the comments that he absolutely was convinced aliens exist and have visited Earth. And so, people have been coy until now, this Israeli person saying, but this stuff has been slowly eking out. But this story was also then followed up by the second story where they said they found off-road vehicles, and they also unlisted a bunch of UFO videos. You can see some images here. In fact, I have one. Here's one image of the UFO, that the unidentified object that was sort of spinning around that was never explained of what it was. There's tons of this footage that's wild if you really go pursue it. What is it? What could it be? And listening to the, I've reported on these sort of before. I did a video about this before, but I'm just sort of packaging it all in to sort of sell even harder of, yeah, this totally could have happened. And this is this crazy. The fact that there's all these stories out there that it's like, some of them, I'm sure some of them aren't all, they can't all be real. Some people do make stuff up. Absolutely. But this idea of, Harry Reid, all these people, the reputable people in their older age sort of finally just saying, no, this should be out. It's finally time. And as I was playing this clip, Joe was on there. This guy, Chris Mellon, was sending Joe information because he knows Joe is going to sort of put it out there to help put the pressure on. But he's saying in the past 40 hours, there are two images that have been coming out.
U.S. Navy carrier pilots earlier this year.
From earlier this year that Navy pilots caught.
One of the cases features a photo of a bizarre flying sphere.
Now, I always am hesitant of photos.
And
easy to Photoshop.
Black cube inside that is
with
identical to dozens of other reports by Navy pilots.
So he goes in and tells you more of this. There's footage and video, stills and footage that currently is being held secret that should be released by these pilots and stuff that's coming out. So the reality is, like, look, believe it or not, stay tuned, because I don't think they can keep this under wraps for much longer, especially when Trump leaves office. I mean, that's going to be some really fun ammo for him to release. But he would people believe? People still wouldn't believe it. You could say aliens exist. The president could even say it, and people would still be like, what? Nah, they'd still make up an excuse to not follow it or believe it. So who knows until they come down and are like, nope, we're here. We're real. See, are we ready? Are we ready? Is the world ready right now? Hell no. Not right now. Now, like Independence Day, maybe this could be the event that finally unites us and we stop arguing about stupid political nonsense and focus on the fact of, whoa, wait, what? This is it's really out there. Why aren't we focusing on that? Let's put our energy on bettering the world and doing that and getting space travel going, because that could help a lot of things if we ever need to evacuate this planet for meteor showers, whatever it is, overpopulation. You're telling me that's real and could happen? I want to know. I absolutely want to know. Who doesn't want to know that? So this is fascinating. This article by the Jerusalem Post, again, say what you will, but it's starting to make the rounds and trend all over the internet. I believe it. I especially believe that that Trump almost told everybody. To me, that's the most makes it the most believable part of this whole thing. So what do you guys think? Look, if anybody out there's got other cool alien theories and stuff, hit me up. I want to hear them. I'm going to dig more into this stuff because I think something's going to happen. Something's happening. If you got some other books or things or footage you want to send my way, stories, please do. I'm going to be following up with the phenomenon. I'll watch it and try and get back to you in my next alien update. So stay tuned here on Popcorn Planet. In fact, if you haven't already, join the Planeteers. Makes sense if you like alien stuff. Hit that subscribe, hit the all alerts on that bell, smash the like button, leave a comment to help the engagement and help build this universe right here. I am a believer. Let's do this. I want to believe. If you believe too, let's join this. Tell me what you think. If you don't, that's fine too, but just be nice to us who do, because look, it's possible. It is absolutely possible. But that's all I got for you now. Stay tuned for more here on Popcorn Planet. In fact, I'll put the other UFO video. It's right there on the left. Or watch this video on the right. Either way, you're supporting this channel. Just make sure to subscribe. Thanks, everybody.